but we can go into the shows from this weekend. Book, did you get to see All In? Because I got to sit down and watch All In. I'm sure you saw some clips if you didn't get to watch the show.
Bro, didn't I just tell you?
You were unplugged.
I unplugged. I didn't watch any wrestling this weekend. I didn't watch All In. I heard about the kerfuffle between CM Punk and who was the Jungle Boy? Jack Perry. I heard about the kerfuffle. I didn't. We could talk about it right now. Let me know the details.
How about look? We'll read the article here. This is from SEScoops.com. This is the title: CM Punk and Jack Perry reportedly facing suspensions from AEW because of their physical altercation at All In on Sunday. Jack Perry and CM Punk will reportedly both be suspended from AEW. Here's what happened. CM Punk and Jack Perry will reportedly be suspended. Okay, I read that. Punk and Perry got into a physical altercation backstage at All In over the weekend, and both will be punished. The altercation stemmed from Perry seemingly calling Punk out on television during his match with Hook on the All In 0 hour pre-show. Last week, reports indicated that Punk was critical of Jack Perry wanting to use real glass in a match of his on Collision. Perry looked into the camera at All In and spoke about the windshield he was about to use as a weapon. Perry said, "This is real glass. Cry me a river about it." Reports indicate that Perry and Punk went at it right after the match concluded, but before Punk was set to kick off the main card against Samoa Joe. At the All In media scrum, Tony Khan commented on the situation by saying there was a larger investigation taking place to find out what happened, blah, blah, blah. So what they actually say happened backstage was it's either one of two things. Either Punk walked up to Jack Perry, said he didn't like the comment. Perry shoved Punk, and then Punk put him in a chokehold.
Real naked.
Hey man,
front face.
I don't know if I think it was a front face guillotine. I don't know. This is what's being reported. Or Punk walked up to Perry and started the altercation. Now Jack Perry was.
Wait a minute. I want to know about the guillotine.
Well, we don't know. No one's really talking. No one's really saying what's exactly happening. But for the CM Punk side of things, apparently, Punk had an issue with Jack Perry wanting to use real glass on the show, which I'm actually going to side with Punk on. I don't think you really need to use real glass.
I mean, he let these young guys use real glass if they want to use real glass, man.
Look, but I guess that's veteran advice. Like, hey, man, you might not want to use the real glass. Let's get some gimmick glass, brother. Because you remember when Goldberg punched through the window and almost killed himself?
I've been at several scenes where Goldberg have knocked himself out.
I know when you would see him, like he's had like blood on his head from like
hitting the locker. I'm serious. I saw him spear the to the turnbuckle of the pole. I saw him spear it right his head, right, bang, knocked himself right out.
But the thing is with glass, unpredictable. So CM Punk makes this known, hey, this is not a really good idea. And then Jack Perry, I guess, gives him his receipt. It seems a little petty on
Wait a minute. I'm not trying to, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you remember 2 years ago when they first started this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I recall, Jack Perry was one of the guys that said he didn't take advice from veterans.
Was that Jack Perry or was that? I think that was Adam Page.
Oh, that might have been Adam Page. Okay.
I think it was Adam Page.
Okay.
But,
all right. My bad.
No, it's good. It's good.
My bad. I remember, maybe, look here. Maybe it falls under all the young guys' premise.
Pillars,
these days. Well, look, man, we ain't got time to be listening to some guy who think they know what it's all about. Maybe that's it.
Well, nevertheless, Jack Perry does what he does. He calls him out to the camera on the pre-show.
That's a promo though, right?
I feel like that's just a receipt, right? I don't know if that's worth getting hot about.
Why would you get hot over something that somebody is saying in a promo on television?
It wasn't a promo. It was to the camera. Okay, Jack Perry's wrestling Hook. They're about to do a spot on a car. right? And Jack Perry hits the windshield and then turns to the camera and says, "That's real glass. Cry me a river about it," right? Making reference to Punk not allowing him, because the report was Punk didn't allow him to use real glass on Collision.
Hey man, hey, I get it, man. I get it. A lot of these guys,
Well,
a lot of these
go
guys,
ahead.
a lot of these guys aren't going to fall in line with CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. I think. Um, After the press scrum and everything got out of hand, you remember what I said? Yeah, I said, man, if I was in that company, I would have a bad taste in my mouth every time I saw CM Punk.
I think you said you'd fight him every time you saw him.
I did say that. That's it. It'd be a fight every time I saw him. Just because I was one of those originals. I felt like I helped build that thing, and then a guy just came. That's just me. That's just me. Maybe it's still some residual, feelings after that. I don't know. But I could tell you this. Put him. Hey, you remember the brawl fall? It's money. It's money to be made here. It's money to be made.
Yeah, but Punk would have to fight in every brawl for all. It'd have to be him versus everybody else in the locker room. That's not fair. It's not fair.
Look, you can make the rules however you want to make them. I'm just trying to create a third string of revenue.
Look,
Okay.
let me ask you this seriously, because after the altercation, however it went down, Jack Perry reportedly was asked to leave the building, was escorted out. CM Punk was asked to leave or escorted himself out, whatever report you want to believe. About an hour after his match was over, he left the building. Neither of which were there to see the main event or support, the show throughout. If like I don't know, if somebody made an inside reference about you in a match, like, would you have words with them right as you're about to go out? Would you wait? Is that something you handle later? Like, I just don't. I think that they both look bad in the situation. Um, Personally, I don't think anyone looks good in this, but I'm
Look,
just
I
trying to
don't think.
understand the
Look,
mentality.
me personally, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be getting into a fight at the building before the match. But then again, I might be getting into a fight if tensions are that high between the two people. I don't know. CM Punk might have been upset about a plethora of things. I did read earlier today when I was scrolling through the social media sites, and I saw CM Punk landed at Heathrow Airport, and nobody from AEW, a representative, none of their people were there to pick him up, and he had to buy his own train ticket to get to the hotel.
Oh, wow.
That right there, I know. Look here, I know if I land in Heathrow, and my people ain't there to pick me up, I'm getting back on the damn plane. I'm going back home. I'm serious. And you know what? And then if I had to get to the hotel, I'm gonna be hot about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna still be mad. I'm gonna still be boiling a little bit, especially after I just did Rampage. From what I read. I'd be hot about it. So it could have been a multitude of things that flick that switch to where those guys say, "Man, let's go, let's get this done."
And yeah, I understand. We
All
don't
right.
and we don't know the full situation either, but it's just interesting that every time there seems to be drama, it's all around one person. And now I don't know if, hey, CM Punk at first was starting all the drama and then tried to call it all out at the press conference that day. And then since he's come back, he made himself a target in the locker room. So as he may not be starting the drama now the drama's
Well,
finding him.
you
I don't
gotta
know what's going on.
look. You gotta understand the pecking order, though, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping on CM Punk's side here or anything like that, but you
Mhm.
got to know the pecking order. Tony Khan brought CM Punk in to quarterback this thing,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And when the quarterback come in, what letter do he got on his jersey?
See.
Bam.
Well, and that's my point actually too. And again, I'm not like I'm defending CM Punk, but if the Collision show is the Punk show, which it is, I mean, from reports, he can say who and who can't even come into the building on Saturday nights, right?
Well, he
Uh,
better hope a lot more people come into the building because the rating was 348,000 viewers.
well, we need to
Last
get that up. We need to work on that.
Yeah. You need as much help as you can get.
But if he's the captain and he says, "Hey, look, man, let's not use glass," and he's got that kind of authority to say, "Let's not use real glass," then as the youngin, as the rookie, as the young boy, right? You listen to what the vet has to say, especially if he has the C on his shirt, to use your analogy.
I mean, some rules and regulations. Yeah, I mean,
rules and
I
regulations.
think it should be some rules and regulations. I mean, no one should be having to use a real glass to bash over their head and cut a artery or something and bleed all over the place and end up perhaps dying.